Hey guys, this is Risqué and Mosey.
Hi.
and and today we're gonna be reviewing the new movie Doctor Strange. Okay, so there's gonna be spoilers.
So if you don't want spoilers, don't watch the video.
Don't watch the video. Yeah, don't watch the video.
Just stop it right here, because
Stop right here.
past this point on, we're just gonna be spoilers. Sorry, guys.
So guys, where do we start?
Let's see. I'm a big Marvel fan.
She is the Marvel guru.
And but I feel like I can still be unbiased in my judging. But for a Marvel, like for this installment of the Marvel movies, I really think it did a good job.
Mm-hmm. It did a very good job introducing the character. Like it's just basically starts off. Well, it starts off with the bad guy.
Yeah.
Starts off with Mads Mikkelsen's character.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever his character's name is. His character's name is very hard to pronounce.
It's hard to pronounce, and I don't remember it either, so
Yeah.
we're just gonna call him Mads.
Let's go call him Mads. We gonna call Doctor Strange Benny, cause why not?
Why not? Just to keep it. And if I forget, my bad. I might slip up.
Might say Sherlock, might say Hannibal.
Who knows?
But yeah, like it did a very good job, cause I'm not as much into the Marvel universe as she is, and so I don't really know a whole lot about like Doctor Strange or just anything like that, but I was able to follow it along really well without having prior knowledge.
That was just about to say, like, I feel like this, for a not super Marvel person, for a super Marvel person, I feel like this movie caters to both.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can go in there watching it knowing everything, and you can be like, oh, there's that Easter egg, and oh, there's that callback. But then you can sit there and be like, oh, this is a good movie.
Right, like, okay, this is enjoyable, this is entertaining. Like, and sometimes it gets a little plotty, but that's just because, like, every Marvel movie they have to introduce and they have to set up story, and so you forgive it because it's still very entertaining. Like, they have the right amount of comedy and action.
Yes.
Like, Marvel does that really well. They really know how to add comedy to, like, their action scenes and vice versa.
They really do. And just like to talk about you and how you're saying it can be plotty in places, I think, like, since it is an origin movie, of course that happens. I feel like they figured out how to do an origin story right.
They really did. Like it was easy to follow along, and they don't dumb it down for you too much though. Like, they don't make you feel stupid.
They don't dumb it down, and they also don't spend too much time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it was a balance of before he was Doctor Strange with the cape.
Right. Before he was just regular Doctor Strange.
Exactly.
Surgeon Strange.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you didn't, because I feel like some movies they spend way too much time dealing with who they were before the superhero.
Yeah.
And so,
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it flowed really well. Like, it didn't feel like you were too caught up in any part, or that they didn't spend enough time like embellishing on certain things that you may have needed to know.
Exactly.
Now, I will say, towards the end, it did seem to drag on a little bit, but not to the point where you're like, oh my god, this movie needs to end already. Like,
right.
Like, it's just like, okay, they could have done without that, or they didn't need like this little part here, but it doesn't take away from it.
Exactly. And yeah, like, I will forgive them for their plottiness, just for the simple fact that I enjoyed that this was a more like story-heavy Marvel movie. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, you had Civil War earlier this year.
So action.
So action, still awesome and really good.
Apocalypse, so action.
So action.
Good.
And ooh, and then you got Stony and all that other stuff in Civil War.
Stony and Stucky.
Oh, so much. And you had Deadpool, which did an awesome. That is a really good way to do an origin story.
I'm excited for the sequel. I'll say that.
Yes, I'm ready. But yeah, and so for it to not be, because it's magic, and magic is hard to portray, even with how CGI is today. But they used the CGI well. I never feel like it was too heavy or too not real looking.
No, and they like, yeah.
Like they
It didn't feel cartoony ever.
Yes, it felt really real. Like you could believe, like, oh, this is some mystic stuff. Okay.
Right, and like they continued the CGI to do like massive things, but again, it just didn't feel cartoony. Like you're like, oh, this could happen. This is real. What? Like you're kind of falling for it there for a little bit.
You really are, and it took Inception. Thought
Like
it was doing something.
I would say it's like Inception on crack.
Yes.
But again, not too much.
Not too much. Like, oddly enough, for all like the sequences with buildings turning and being in like the mirror world and all that stuff, I never felt like seasick. I never felt confused by the action.
Right.
Like, I don't know, the action was easy to follow.
It really was, and we get very lightheaded at things that just. We got some motion sickness sometimes.
It happens.
But we did not have an issue with that, so hopefully you will not either.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do in the next one.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where they take it from there. Because they did end it very open. Like pretty much anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm excited to see what they do.
Yes. End credit scenes were, which spoiler alert. But the end credit scenes, I loved Doctor Strange talking to Thor and asking about Loki, and he's just like, okay, we need to talk. We need to get some things arranged.
Because Loki pissing everybody off.
Loki
caused too many damn problems.
It's just like, we got New York, and then we had Dark World, and we all know how Dark World ended.
We ain't got time for this.
And we all know that Ragnarok's coming up, so yeah. Doctor Strange, he has his magic. Now he's going to be dealing with Thor and Loki, and I think that's really interesting. I can't wait to see how they utilize that in the future. The second end credit scene where Chiwetel Ejiofor turns evil.
Because Tilda Swinton just had to screw him up.
She
ruined his life.
She broke his heart, his soul.
And unintentionally.
Unintentionally.
And so, can I be real? Can I be real for a second?
Break it down.
Break it down. I hate when good guys turn bad because somebody they know did something bad and so they're angry about it. How does that make you any better? Like, you're mad because this person went against something that you believe in, so now you're going against what you believe in?
So this makes everything that you're fighting for null and void.
Thank you, I love me a bad guy with a story. I love me a bad guy with a plot, and that has reason to be bad.
And it's a smart bad guy. Loki's a smart bad guy.
He just wants to see the world burn.
He wants to...
He loves causing chaos.
He is the Lord of Mischief. But you know what? Odin treated him like shit, and then he found out he was a frost giant. I get it.
I'd be pretty screwed up too, honestly.
Thank you. Eric, Holocaust victim. Enough said.
Just yeah.
Enough said. Magneto being evil makes sense. And he has death.
Like, he gets irky sometimes, but then you remember, you're like, I can't even be mad at you. Like, I kind of want the humans to die too.
Exactly. But with Chidwell's character, because I think it's like Moldor?
It was something along the... Actually, look it up. We have the internet at our fingertips.
We do. And I know I just said I was a big Marvel buff, and now you're sitting here thinking, oh no you're not, because you don't know the names. And let me just say, I'm not proficient in Doctor Strange.
She's seen a lot of Marvel.
And I've read a lot of wiki. I've read comics.
It's easy to get names forgotten. Especially when the character isn't that important.
And their names are hard. But I can say Mjolnir. And not everybody can say Mjolnir, so I'm proud of that.
Ooh. I can only say Mjolnir because you said Mjolnir. If I saw it, I probably would not be able to say it.
When you look at that word, it does not look the way it sounds, because I think it's Norwegian? Norse? It's weird.
Mordo.
More dough.
More dough. Okay, that's easy to
Yes.
remember. I want more dough.
But I don't want more dough of more dough.
No,
you know
because
what
he
I'm
kind of
saying?
irky.
Because, he, the Ancient One makes a comment about how his soul is rigid. And you see that. Like, his world that he knows gets messed up and he feels that she did wrong, even though she didn't.
Right, like, she did some shady stuff, but it wasn't out of malice. It wasn't with bad intentions.
There's always a gray area.
Mm-hmm.
And she was in that gray area.
Like,
But he just sees the world in black and white.
yes, like, she was doing what she could to survive so that she could protect herself and others.
Yes.
Herself and the other ones in her, what would you call it? Like,
I guess,
following? The others in her.
Yeah, I'll say following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, they're not a cult, even though they make a joke that it's a cult.
They constantly call it a cult, and I'm trying so hard not to call it a cult.
I'm like, shut up, Rachel McAdams. God.
Which, okay, about Rachel McAdams, why does she get...
Why she get everybody?
Why does she get Sherlock RDJ, and then she gets BBC Sherlock too?
Thank you. Why did she get that? Why did she get Ryan Gosling?
That, yes.
Like, I guess, what's his face that played Aaron Samuels in Mean Girls is kind of null and void because he's gay, so none of us would have a chance.
None of us Goyles.
None of us Goyles. But it's just like, what?
Which, I liked her lady.
She was very likable in this movie.
Yes.
Like, I do like Rachel McAdams as an actress. Her characters are very touch and go.
Yes. Like, her as a person, cool. Character.
Like, I like Regina George just because I kind of am one. Like, so every reason I like her. As far as I know, her in The Notebook is irky.
She is.
Her in Wedding Crashers, I actually do like her in Wedding Crashers. But yeah, she's very likable in Doctor Strange. Like, you kind of feel bad for her.
You do.
She just gets stuck in a really, really crappy situation.
Unfortunately, she does. And she is actually, like, another smart Marvel lady that I would like to see more of. Like, I know she wasn't necessarily, I guess, in the way they wrote the script, she wasn't super duper important. But
Maybe in the next movie.
maybe. I don't know.
I kind of want to ship her and Natasha.
Ooh.
I want to ship the smart ladies together.
I like that. I like that a lot. Ooh, yes. Hashtag ship smart ladies.
Ship smart ladies. So we got Stoney and Stucky, and then we got whatever their ship is gonna be. I don't know.
It could be Black Doctor.
Oh, I like Black Doctor.
Or
Dr. Widow.
Yeah, that
Well,
sounds dangerous.
Well,
I like
that.
I
'Cause
like
those-
Dr. Widow.
I was trying to think of a way to like combine Natasha and Christine, and I was like, okay, there's no way to do that.
Nastine.
Nastine. Christasha.
Oh, I kind of like Christasha.
Me too, actually, honestly.
That's like not that bad.
Okay, so it's Stucky, Stoney, and Christasha.
Yeah.
Those are the main ships from the Marvel Universe.
To go along with all the others, God.
There's so many.
Okay, another point that I like what Marvel's doing here, because you weren't sure where they were going. I'd say around, I'll say Age of Ultron. You're kind of sitting here like, okay, how are we gonna do this like third, fourth tier, moving on to other characters in the Marvel universe? How are we gonna connect it? They bring up this multiverse. And I just like how they kind of slipped it in there, like, oh yeah, multiverse. So you have your movies and you have your Netflix shows, and then you have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on ABC.
And
like
they're all connected.
Like in the multiverse with different, parallel universes and blah 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 blah.
I do like that they did that. That way they're totally covering their tracks so that they can still say everything's canon.
Yo, I'm just like, I digs it.
I digs it. I'm with you.
Like, that was smart. Like, okay, bring in Doctor Strange that can bend time and space.
Right, that makes sense. I like it.
I like it. Ben's American accent.
It was really impressive because
So sexy.
his voice is so damn hot. Like,
oh my god,
it's-
Doctor Strange is so hot.
Can I get real again?
Can I break it down?
I want to watch one Marvel movie where I'm not wet.
Ever since we've started going to them, ever since I turned her on to it.
I'm just so glad she did, but I'm kind of mad she did because I'm like, okay, I want to like sleep with like every single dude in this universe, and they're all sleeping with each other, so I don't even have a chance. It's just a tease.
Maybe with the bi ones.
Maybe. Come on, Tony.
Let's go, Charles.
Let's have at it. Because I'm like, yeah, I don't have a chance with Steve. He too stuck on Bucky and Tony, and I don't have a chance with Bucky, and I don't have a chance with Eric, and it's sad. But we've come up with this headcanon since we're mutants, right?
Yes.
And so we've come up with this headcanon where she's like with Charles.
I'm with the good guys.
She's with the good guys and I'm with the bad guys because I was done wrong too. And so I want to see all the humans. And so I'm with Eric, but she's like kind of cheating on Charles with Raven.
Yeah.
And then I'm cheating on Eric with Quicksilver. So that way, even though we're technically with Eric and Charles for a little bit, they still find each other and they find love, and then we like move on to their family members.
Because, you know, that's what upstanding citizens do. That's what good partners and crime and not crime do.
So long story short, we find Marvel dudes hot, but we still ship them with their respective ships.
Yes.
Like, Stucky and Stony and Cherrick are very much things.
Ooh, so much. Please like this if you agree.
Please do.
But yeah, I love that Marvel. Okay, breaking it down again. So,
Just gotta get close.
gotta get close. You guys, you know what? Let me scoot up.
Let's get personal.
Because I love Mads, as you all know if you've seen our ship video. And he's like my second favorite bad guy next to Loki. Like, him and Tom Hiddleston are the... Even though his bad guy wasn't super compelling, like, at all.
I was gonna say, him as Hannibal is way more compelling.
Yes. But I still get Mads, and he's still awesome. He's still evil and made me happy.
He was working that ponytail. Can I say?
Yeah, I agree. Can I say that he was working that eyeshadow?
Ooh, everybody in like the bad guy thing has like purple eyeshadow and it's glittery and it's like gaga and it's like sexy as hell. And I'm like, yes.
Like, I want to cosplay as that. I want to go for Halloween as that.
Why I want to go for Halloween as that?
You know what's interesting about Marvel villains, which, guys, if you agree, let me know. They be rocking ponytails because in Thor the Dark World, those dark elves have some mean fishtail braids. Mean fishtail.
Where'd you get them done?
I'm like, and they're all tiny and then big and like just pretty. I'm like, okay, guys.
Who y'all stylists? Because
is this just like what y'all do, like back on Dark Elf Land?
It's like, is that bonding time?
It might be.
We learned a fishtail braid for bonding time.
It's like, but why is that what evil people do?
Right? Like.
And then good guys just like, do they not braid? I caught that one, but yeah. And I love that whoever is like the next Marvel Superman had DC. And they have to get buff.
Yup. If, like, you always know somebody about to be a Marvel because suddenly they get hella ripped.
They get swole.
And I'm never mad because I love me some muscles. So bring it on, Marvel. Bring on your buffest. Okay, this hair is like driving me crazy. I've been editing. I've been like trying to fix it all throughout these videos.
I'll feel you.
Okay, anyway.
I'm so sorry.
Back to on topic.
But yeah, like, because who was it? Like Chris Pratt. He was, you know, the Office Chris Pratt. You know, a little doughy.
Very dad bod. He was very lovable.
Yeah.
Still is.
Still a great guy. Then all of a sudden he becomes Peter Quill, Mr. Star-Lord.
Mr. Abs, Mr. Six-Pack.
Just ripped to shreds. I'm like, and then Benny, not that he's like pudgy.
Right. He got toned.
Like,
I think he's too tall to be like buff, but he definitely got toned.
He definitely, those arms.
Can I say, his derriere looks rather nice in the outfits they put him in.
Well, I just had a thought. Like, I'm really excited for Series 4 because I'm like, if he was filming Doctor Strange and then he did Series 4.
It's probably still super hot.
Like, you ladies know that watch Sherlock, and you guys, you know how nice his butt looks in those slacks. So, I'm excited.
Just gonna leave it there.
But yes,
it's very fun. But I'm excited. He had the sexiest facial hair, guys.
Oh my god.
I love that goatee. That goatee
fits him so well. You know what? I will go, and I will say this. I think he might be in position to be like the next Tony.
He really could, because there are very many very many. There are so many parallels between those characters. They're both arrogant yet super intelligent, and they kind of don't give a shit.
Yes, I would say Doctor Strange is Tony without the demons.
Like a much more likable Tony.
Much more likable Tony. Like he's where Tony's just an asshole. Doctor Strange is just kind of
like he's an ass, but you can still tell he does genuinely care about people.
Yeah, he doesn't go out his way to like hurt people's feelings like Tony does.
Like if he says something he doesn't mean, he is just very upset at the time, or he is very frustrated.
Yes.
And
I feel like the ancient and I feel like the ancient one kind of like shows him the way, where Tony don't have that.
He really doesn't. Like Steve tries. Bless his heart, he tries.
Oh.
Hell, Natasha tries. They all try.
Try being the
operative word.
Yeah, but yeah, like I
just want to cut this hair off.
Let's say there is a bobby pin on the floor. Like I just haven't like looked down. I got like old. Is it old me hair? Old you hair?
I think it was old me hair. It looked blonde. This is really hard to do with nails, guys.
That is true though.
Better. Much better.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, like I feel like he might be in the position, and if that is confirmed, leave it in the comments. Let me know. I would like to read up on it if that's true.
I'm very curious.
But yeah, like I feel like Doctor Strange is I feel like they've gotten on the flow and they got a formula and it works.
They follow it like by the book.
Follow it by the book.
Like you sitting there, you're like, okay, this is a Marvel movie. You know when it's about to be over.
You know.
You know what part of the like story you're in.
You know the third act.
Yo.
And I at first I was scared when like they're like, oh, Disney's bought Marvel, but
they did a good job.
They did a really good job because where I feel DC fails, like there's
no offense to DC fans.
No offense to DC because I love DC too, and I wish they could I wish Warner Brothers would get their stuff together.
I wish they cared more.
I really wish they did because I'm not saying that Marvel doesn't have its flaws because it does, but they balance their comedy. Like it's not just a dark, drudgy, moody.
That's very true. Like, now I don't watch a lot of DC stuff, so I might not be the best to speak on this. But from what I've seen, yeah, like DC movies just seem so just dark and dreary and just heavy and. Like, I don't have time for that.
Like, everybody's trying to be Christopher Nolan. Those Batmans were good because they were doing their own thing.
Let's try something different.
Let's try something fresh. Different. Exactly. And so, and that's the thing with the Marvel movies. Like, even though they do have a system for each, like, property, I feel like they take it and they work with it within its, like, confines, within its world, you know?
I would agree with that.
Yeah. And,
but yeah.
Yeah, I think... You know, I think we managed to actually stay pretty spoiler free.
I think we did.
Without even like trying, like we just managed to be really vague about it.
Yeah, we didn't like anything that we said that could have been spoilers. Like you probably just already know from like the previews and stuff.
Right, like you already know Mads is gonna be a bad guy.
Yeah, like that's definitely not anything surprising.
Yeah.
Plus it's Mads.
You see him, you know it's probably not gonna.
You assume he's gonna be killing people.
You see Benny, you assume he's gonna be solving problems, which he does.
I'm gonna be very mad at you if you did not know that Benny was Doctor Strange.
Yeah. That means you just like don't pay attention to like pop culture.
I'm just like, so you didn't see the posters? Like you haven't read articles?
I mean, really? Loud.
Have you heard of this movie?
Have you heard of this movie?
Like I don't follow Marvel and I knew that.
There are a lot of Sherlock like references that I saw, and I really like popping the collar, like not 22 Baker Street, but you really thought that that's what that was gonna be.
I got that vibe. I don't watch Sherlock. Like I could tell. I was like, oh, they try to do 22B Baker Street.
I'm like, okay. And you can say I'm fishing. I don't know, but I saw it. I loved it. I lived for it. Even when he bent down to like check a pulse, I'm like, Sherlock bends down to check stuff all the time. But But yeah, like if I had to rate this, I would definitely give this like a, I would give it like an 8.5, almost 9. I really enjoyed it.
I would say, yeah, like
Out of 10.
The only issue I have is that just it seemed to drag on at the end, but again, it did not ruin it for me. So yeah, I would give it a 9 out of 10. It was very enjoyable. It's very easy to follow if you're not super into the like Marvel universe, and it doesn't feel like it's just repeating stuff you already know if you are a big part of the Marvel universe. Like they really managed to like appease every kind of fan.
Yes. And one more thing I just thought about. Where I feel like Iron Man 2 and 3 messed up, you could tell that they were setting up for things and they weren't their own movies. Doctor Strange is very much its own movie. Like,
if you don't watch the like credit scenes, it'll still make sense.
It'll still make sense. Like, I don't feel like I'm watching a preview for the Infinity Wars or for like Ragnarok or whatever. Like, I just feel like this is a Doctor Strange movie, and they just happen to mention that he has an Infinity Stone. And I love that. I love that they made it, because yeah, with Iron Man 2 and 3, they just kind of. They're gonna leave that there. You guys know. You guys know. But yeah.
So that is our review of Doctor Strange. We really enjoyed it. Comment. Let us know if you liked it, if you saw it. And yeah, we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.